So here begins the session on pre-PG exam orientation. I will speak everything about pre-PG, whatever you need. If you feel like writing anything, you are more than welcome to write. Pre-PG is MD, MS, DNB entrance examination. You must be knowing in post-graduation in India, we have two types of courses. One is the degree course and one is the diploma course. Because many of you may not be aware that we also have 2 year specialization other than 3 year specialization. You must be knowing that we don't suggest and recommend anyone diploma course because diploma is not an academic post. You cannot become a lecturer, professor in a medical college. You can just start your private practice. So I will not speak about diploma because MCI is gradually scrapping diplomas. Now we have MD, MS or DNB, 3 year course. Post graduation in India is a 3 year course. I don't know whether you are aware or not. There are more than 30 branches where you can do post graduation. Now, what all this pre-PG entrance exam, pre-PG entrance exam, most popularly known as NEET PG. Let me clarify about it. All of you gave something called as NEET UG, MBBS entrance, through which you entered MBBS. I suppose you are 2018 batch, so you must have given MBBS entrance exam in 2018, and you will finish your MBBS by 2024. Okay, you'll finish your MBBS including internship by 2024. Then comes the exam known as NEET PG. NEET PG is same as All India PG as it includes the state postgraduate medical entrance. New 2G, the 85% seats are for state candidates and 15% seats are for all India candidates. While in post graduation, you will see 50% seats are for all India candidates and 50% seats are for state candidates. That's why All India PG is a very sought after exam. Now, state PG has been scrapped and there's only NEET PG. Then the other exams are central institutes. Central institute. Why do we call them as central? They are not a part of any state government and they are the apex institutes in India. I hope you are aware because I know many of you are students of AIMS Bhubaneswar as well. Do we have students of AIMS Bhubaneswar with us? AIMS, PGI, JIPMER, and NIMHANS. These are the four central institutes. Previously, we had total 5 entrance exams in the country: NEET PG, AIMS, PGI, JIPMER, and NIMHANS. There are total 5 postgraduate entrance exams in the country. And as you must be knowing, previously there was one AIMS. Now I think we have 8 AIMS offering post graduation, including AIMS Bhubaneswar. Nowadays, a student who doesn't get AIMS Delhi directly takes up AIMS Bhubaneswar. So AIMS has a good amount of seats. So many students are writing AIMS exam. Then PGI, only one institute, PGI Chandigarh. These are the best places in India to do post graduation. So you must know these colleges. Then JIPMER Pondicherry, single institute, and NIMHANS Bangalore. I must tell you, NIMHANS stands for National Institute of Mental Health and Neurosciences. In NIMHANS, for MBBS, we have only 3 courses: DM in Neurology, MCH in Neurosurgery. I don't know how much you know about it, but in India, if you want to become a neurosurgeon, you need an MCH degree, not MS General Surgery degree. Are you aware about this? Some of you who have doctor parents or families of doctors, you must be aware. In NIMHANS, after MBBS, they give you a direct 6 year course in DM neurology. So suppose you want to become neurologist in India, NIMHANS is the best place, not in India, but in Asia. It stands for National Institute of Mental Health and Neurosciences. Then we have MCH Neurosurgery. If neurosurgery is your dream, 6 year direct course in NIMHANS is there for neurosurgery. 6 year direct course. Post MBBS, one entrance exam, 6 year course. So you need not go through the hassle of doing MS General Surgery, then writing another entrance exam. And NIMHANS also has the best place for MD Psychiatry. That's my own degree, MD Psychiatry. So previously we had 5 exams. From 2000 20, these four exams are merged into single exam called INICET. Are you aware about this? INICET. So what is INICET? Institutes of National Importance Common Entrance Test. So this exam is now the most sought after PG entrance exam. So at this moment, we have one NEET PG that includes All India PG, State PG, Government, Deemed, Diploma, Private College, everything included, and INICET. Very soon, the government is going to convert NEET PG into NEXT. So this entire discussion today is going to be centered around the new exam pattern. The first question, where from this next came? MCI, the Medical Council of India, got replaced by National Medical Council in the year 2019. Nowadays, we don't have the Medical Council of India, we have National Medical Council. And as per the National Medical Council, they say that within 3 years, we will implement next. Let me help you understand the meaning of next. I take you back here. When you gave NEET UG MBBS entrance exam, entrance, you entered into MBBS, and by the time you finish MBBS, you will be labeled as MBBS doctor and you can practice in the country. Then you write NEET PG, you start MD, and you become a specialist doctor. So NEET PG was MD entrance exam. Now, to finish MBBS, there was no such exam. Now they say to finish MBBS, you have to give next. It is national exit test. So even if you don't want to do MD, even if you want to just stay as an MBBS, many medical students of the country, I don't know how much you are aware about the data, there are approximately 70,000 MBBS seats in the country. And I have seen that more than 10,000 to 15,000 MBBS doctors in the country don't want to do post-graduation. They want to work in the suburbs, the rural areas. They want to work as a MBBS doctor. So they don't write a post-graduation entrance, and they write it after 1 year, 2 year. Now you cannot practice like that. So this is, I'm coming to the most important thing. So NEET will be replaced by NEXT as per the act. It will replace NEET PG. It will be the entrance exam for the postgraduate courses, and it will be held for granting license. Let me clarify this license word. For those who are not from the medical background, I'll use some of the Hindi if you people are comfortable and you understand that better. आपने अगर किसी डॉक्टर के नाम के सामने देखा होगा MBBS रजिस्ट्रेशन नंबर दिस, दिल्ली मेडिकल काउंसिल, मैं दिल्ली में प्रैक्टिस करता हूँ, मेरा क्लिनिक है न्यू दिल्ली में, द्वारका में, साइकेट्रिस्ट हूँ मैं, तो आई एम MBBS MD। MBBS के बाद मैंने अपना रजिस्ट्रेशन करवाया। रजिस्ट्रेशन में मुझे मिला कि एक रजिस्ट्रेशन नंबर मिला जिसके थ्रू मैं लाइसेंस मेडिकल प्रैक्टिशनर हूँ। आज की डेट में आप में और मुझ में क्या फ़र्क है? आप एक लाइसेंस मेडिकल प्रैक्टिशनर नहीं है, आप दवाई लिख सकते हैं बट वो लीगल नहीं है। मैं लिख सकता हूँ, मैं लीगल, क्योंकि मेरे पास एक रजिस्ट्रेशन नंबर है। ये रजिस्ट्रेशन नंबर मुझे कैसे मिला? जब मैंने MBBS खत्म किया तो मैंने अप्लाई किया रजिस्ट्रेशन नंबर के लिए और मुझे मिल गया। मुझे कोई एग्जाम नहीं देना पड़ा क्योंकि मैंने MBBS पास कर लिया, इंटर्नशिप खत्म। अब आप लोगों को एक एग्जाम देना पड़ेगा, उसके बाद ही आपको ये लाइसेंस मिलेगा। ऐसा कोई भी एग्जाम इंडिया में नहीं था। देयर वाज नो लाइसेंसिंग एग्जाम इन इंडिया, रादर वी हैड अ लाइसेंसिंग एग्जाम इन US। आई डोंट नो वेदर यू आर अवेयर अबाउट इट। United State Medical Licensing Examination, USMLE. So if you want to practice in India, not only Indian medical graduates have to write USMLE, the US medical graduates also have to write USMLE. So we are bringing a similar pattern of exam in India. Do you know that there are many Indian graduates who go to Russia, China, Ukraine to do MBBS? Do I have any student with me today in the chat box who is doing MBBS from outside India? So when they used to do MBBS outside India, when they come to India, just before starting of internship, they used to write FMGE, Foreign Medical Graduate Examination, just to make them eligible to practice in India. Now, not only foreign medical graduates, all of you will have to write next. Am I clear up to this? Next is not a optional exam. It is a mandatory exam. All of you, if you are 2018 batch MBBS and listening to me, let me tell you, all of you are going to face next, no doubt about it. The act has been passed, the next has been implemented. Only thing we are not sure is the day of coming up of next. That I'll talk about. Okay, so what do you need to know about next? Next is a compulsory exam. You cannot skip, you cannot escape. So it is mandatory for you to hear from me about next. Second thing you need to know about next, next is at the end of final MBBS. So my dear students who are in third MBBS, you have only and only 1.5 years to face next, or probably 2 years, because your seniors cannot tell you about PG entrance because they face their first attempt after internship. MBBS में इंटर्नशिप के बाद फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट होता था पीजी एंट्रेंस का, उसमें बहुत से लोग निकलते थे, जो नहीं निकलते थे वो इंटर्नशिप के बाद ड्रॉप लेते थे, 1 साल फिर पढ़ते थे और फिर एमडी में ज्वाइन करते थे. लेकिन अब ये नहीं है क्योंकि नेक्स्ट एट द एंड ऑफ फाइनल एमबीबीएस है. तो मैं आपको आपके नेक्स्ट एग्जाम की डेट बताता हूँ. 2018 में आपने एमबीबीएस ज्वाइन किया, 2019 you were in the first MBBS, 2020 you are in the second MBBS, 2021 now you are in the third MBBS, 2022 you will be in the final MBBS, and your exam is in March 2024. You all will be facing next. तो यहाँ तक का साल तो आपका जा चुका. Now you have your third year plus final year to prepare for next. So when I am talking to second year students, I am telling them a 3-year plan for preparation of next. But when I am talking to you guys, I will be telling you a 2-year plan, and that too half of the 2021 is already exhausted. We are in June. So you have approximately this much time to face next, because the date of your next one is already decided. It is March 2024, next one exam. Sorry, March 2023. Sorry. Yes, March 2023. March 2023. So you have approximately 1.5 to 2 years. Is that clear? You will write next one exam, then you will pass it, then you will do your internship. And after internship, you will write next 2 exam. Next 2 you will write in March 2024. And you can join your post graduation in July 2024. Is this clear up to this? Are you understanding? जो पहला टेक होम मैसेज है आप लोगों के लिए वो ये है कि आपके बैच से एग्जाम प्रीपोन हो चुका है. क्या ये समझ में आया? Just respond me in the chat. From your batch, the exam has been preponed. आप फाइनल ईयर के एंड में नेक्स्ट एग्जाम देने वाले हैं. You are going to face next exam at the end of final year. ये कुछ वैसा ही हो गया. अगर आपको याद हो 11th and 12th के बाद जब PMT होता था तो you had to do class 11, you had to do class 12. After class 12 you faced PMT. Do you remember that some student faced clear PMT immediately after 12th, and some student cleared PMT after 1 year after passing 12th और higher secondary? ये बात पता है आपको? जब आप PMT कोचिंग में जाते थे तो कुछ स्टूडेंट 12th के इमीडिएटली बाद नीट यूजी MBBS एंट्रेंस निकाल लेते थे और कुछ स्टूडेंट गैप लेते थे. अब मुझे ये बताओ, नीट यूजी MBBS एंट्रेंस में the syllabus comes from only class 12th or class 11th and class 12th both? What do you say? In your NEET UG MBBS entrance or AIMS MBBS entrance, the syllabus comes from only class 12th or class 11th and class 12th both? Both. So what will be coming in next? Only final year MBBS or all year MBBS syllabus? What will be coming in next? Only final year MBBS or all year MBBS syllabus? All year. So do you understand this? When people had internship year, they had a escape कि थर्ड ईयर में थर्ड ईयर का पढ़ लिया, फाइनल ईयर में फाइनल ईयर का पढ़ लिया, सेकेंड ईयर में सेकेंड ईयर का पढ़ लिया, इंटर्नशिप में सब कुछ रिवाइज किया और एग्जाम दिया. क्या आपको वो साल मिलेगा रिवाइज करने का? Will you get internship year to prepare for exam? No. So when do you need to prepare third and final year complete syllabus? You have to prepare complete syllabus in third and final year. ये बात समझ में आई? ऐसे next के sessions I have taken in many colleges of India and I have made students aware. You must be aware before this announcement comes like you are going to face next. Because the health minister said we will implement next within 3 years. He said this statement in 19. After that, he took NEET 2020. Then he took, we are taking NEET 2021 this year. At the maximum, there will be one more NEET in 2022. So your seniors, 2017 batch, may or may not face next. But you, 2018 batch, are almost sure of facing next because it will be implemented by 2023 March. Am I clear? आपके पास ये थर्ड ईयर का समय बचा हुआ है पढ़ने के लिए और फाइनल ईयर, बट जो कैच है उसमें ये है कि इन फाइनल ईयर यू ऑल्सो हैव टू कोप अप विद द फाइनल ईयर यूनिवर्सिटी एग्जाम स्टडीज. डू यू गेट मी? ऐसा नहीं है कि फाइनल ईयर के एंड में नेक्स्ट होगा तो फाइनल ईयर का यूनिवर्सिटी का पेपर हट जाएगा. द यूनिवर्सिटी विल होल्ड द एग्जाम. You have to pass your final MBBS, then face next. Am I clear up to this? Am I clear up to this? Shall we go ahead? So what do we know about next so far? There are two types of next. Next one and next two. Next one and next two. Next one is a compulsory exam to be given at the end of final MBBS. The Honorable Health Minister was asked who will take next one, a board. Which board? Either a National Board of Examination or AIMS. It will be an MCQ exam. Total number of questions will be 540. So you have to score above some X. They have not defined what is that X. It may be 270, it may be 50%, it may be 40%. If you clear this, you will start internship. Mind it, you have to clear next one, then you will start. Suppose you fail next one, you can't start internship. So your career will be stopped. You cannot become an MBBS doctor. You can't do internship. You can't do job. You don't have a degree. So you have to pass next one in the first attempt. Because if you fail, you are not even an MBBS. Then you will do 1 year of internship. Then you will give next two practical exam. The practical exam will be taken by the college. You will not get a score. You will just get a pass and fail. After you clear both next one and next two, you can practice as a doctor and you get your MD seat based on your score of next one. So whatever MD you are going to get will be decided at the end of final MBBS. Are you getting me? फाइनल ईयर के एंड में ही आपको एक स्कोर मिल जाएगा जिससे ये पता चलेगा कि आने वाले समय में आप MD मेडिसिन करने वाले हैं, MD रेडियोलॉजी करने वाले हैं या MS जनरल सर्जरी करने वाले हैं. क्या आपको मेरी बात समझ में आई? सो फाइनल ईयर के एंड तक प्रिपेयर हो जाना, इससे पहले लेट हो. वैसे ना ये एक अच्छी बात भी है. आई डोंट नो विच कॉलेज यू पीपल आर यू अवेयर दैट देयर आर सर्टेन कॉलेजेस इन इंडिया वेयर इंटर्नशिप इज हैवी एंड सर्टेन कॉलेजेस वेयर इंटर्नशिप इज लाइट? क्या आपने ऐसा सुना है जहाँ पे बच्चे इंटर्नशिप बंक करते हैं, जहाँ लाइट होती है वहां तो स्टूडेंट फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट पे निकल जाते हैं, और जहाँ इंटर्नशिप हैवी होती है वहां पे उनको इंटर्नशिप में पढ़ने का टाइम नहीं मिलता तो वो एक साल ड्रॉप लेके पढ़ते हैं और सेकेंड अटेम्प्ट में निकलते हैं. क्या ये बात पता है आपको? दैट प्लेसेस वेयर इंटर्नशिप इज लाइट और वेयर द स्टूडेंट्स आर एबल टू बंक, दे क्लियर नीट in the first attempt. I will not name the colleges, but the first attempt maximum selections are from northern part of the India because there are certain colleges where internship is light. I'll speak of few states like Gujarat, like Rajasthan, like Madhya Pradesh, like Delhi, like Haryana, Punjab. These are the students who are clearing more in the first attempt. Kolkata, Bombay. When you go to Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, their internship is relatively more strict as compared to northern India states. And there the students are not able to get time in internship. So when the first attempt they give after internship, they're not able to get good rank. So they repeat and then they get a good rank. So I don't know, today we have called mixed college students. Some students are from Uttar Pradesh and some students are from Odisha, because I am managing both the centers of Lucknow as well as Bhubaneswar. So which college you are? Because for certain colleges, may I know your college names in the chat box so that I can know to which college students I'm talking. Some of you are AM Bhubaneswar, that I know. May I know your college name? Because there are certain colleges, SCB Cuttack. So Samir Panegiri, I will say about SCB Cuttack, KGMU. SCB Cuttack, KGMU internship, I will count as heavy. I will count it as heavy internship because the number of students who are clearing in the first Rangaraya Medical College, Kakinada. Okay. Uh, TS Mishra. TS Mishra is a new college in UP, I guess. DPU Pune. I have Pune students also. High Tech. I think High Tech. I'm not sure about the internship in High Tech. But RML. This RML is that Lucknow RML. JLMC Bhagalpur. Okay. KUHS. Mixed college student. IMS BHU. Again BHU. Again internship is very heavy. This is informed to me by the students that sir, we didn't get time, but I am telling you, all of you who have heavy internship, next is a blessing for you, because the students who were gaining advantage over you because of light internship will not have an advantage over you anymore. Do you get my point? Because the internship factor is nullified. The health minister was asked by one of the members of parliament that why are you taking exam before internship? The students will not even know which branch to choose. Still, they have not done internship. It makes sense. क्योंकि इंटर्नशिप में जब आप हर डिपार्टमेंट में काम करते हैं तभी आपको पता चलता है कि मुझे एमडी किस में करनी है. आर ऑल ऑफ यू श्योर वेयर यू वांट टू डू पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन इन? Because you are very young to decide it. Are all of you, have you made your mind which branch you want to do in third year? No, I don't think so. It is easy to make up the mind in third year because you don't have enough exposure in every branch. Am I right? क्या आपको पता है कि क्या क्या ब्रांचेस होती हैं? मेडिसिन, सर्जरी, साइकेट्री, एनेस्थीसिया, रेडियो डायग्नोसिस. किन किन ब्रांचेस में कहाँ कहाँ क्या स्कोप है, क्या जॉब मिलती है, कैसे काम करना है, कैसे प्रैक्टिस करनी है. स्पेशली वो लोग दोज हु बिलोंग टू नॉन मेडिकल बैकग्राउंड, तो आपको तो अभी पता भी नहीं है कि मुझे कौन सी ब्रांच करनी है, विच ब्रांच आई एम सपोज टू डू. Many of you are not sure. So I think final year end, will you be sure that I want to do this branch? Because there are many subjects which are not taught in final year, but you can do post graduation. Have you heard about radiation oncology, radiotherapy? It is not taught in final year, but we can do post graduation in. Have you heard about emergency medicine? We can do post graduation in emergency medicine also. So I'm not going into career counseling, but I must tell you that many students are not aware about which post graduation to do. So it is very tricky. Then the health minister said that people who were bunking internship, now they will not bunk internship because their seat will be decided before internship. So they can work more focused in the internship. That was the entire idea of preponing the paper. Now I am coming to the academic part of next. Are we clear up to this? So what do we know about next so far? This is the proposed pattern of next. Let me compare next with NEET. NEET PG was 1 day exam, 200 questions only, 3.5 hours. Have a look at next. 3 days exam. Day 1, day 2, day 3. How many papers? It was 1 paper. Now we have 6 papers. 6 papers. How many hours? 13.5 hours. Doesn't it sound insane to take a postgraduate entrance exam 13.5 hours? 3.5 घंटे कॉन्सेंट्रेट कर लोगे, 3 दिन लगातार 6 पेपर दे दोगे पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट मेडिकल एंट्रेंस के लिए. एंड टोटल नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस 540. डू यू नो व्हाट इज अलाइड टू मेडिसिन? व्हाट आर द 2 सब्जेक्ट्स अलाइड टू मेडिसिन? एनीबडी नोस? किसी को पता है मेडिसिन में अलाइड सब्जेक्ट का मतलब क्या होता है? कोई नाम बता सकता है? Psychiatry and dermatology. So medicine plus psychiatry plus dermatology, total 120 questions, 3 hours. Pediatrics 1.5 hours. Surgery plus allied. Do you know what is allied to surgery? Orthopedics. What else? Radio diagnosis. Anesthesia. So have a look. Do you see any mention of first or second MBBS subjects? You are in third year. You have recently passed patho micropharma. Do you see any mention of patho micropharma, anat physio biochem? Come on. Do you see any mention of first year MBBS subjects in next? नहीं, इसका मतलब वो नहीं आएंगे, आएंगे. The question pattern proposed is 60% will be problem solving, clinical vignettes, 30% will be comprehension and analysis, long stem question. Why long stem question? Let me tell you. In NEET PG, traditional NEET PG, there was 300 question, 3.5 hours. You used to get 42 seconds per question. So the paper was approximately 180 clinical questions and 120 one-liners. In next, what they are doing is 540 questions, 13.5 hours. So it is 90 seconds per question. So the time is doubled. You will get more time to solve per question. So clinical will outweigh one-liners. Am I clear? So the question will be small size or long size. कैसे तरह के क्वेश्चन आएंगे, छोटे साइज के या लंबे साइज के, वन लाइनर और स्टोरी बेस्ड क्वेश्चन, story based questions. Are you getting this? I am trying to explain you every angle of next. I'm trying to explain you every angle of next. So what they have said in the pattern, 10% would be applied basic sciences. What is basic sciences? What is basic sciences? Anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, patho, micropharma. The key word here is applied. They will not be asked directly. PSM is 10%. So 54 questions will be PSM. So in NEET PG, the weightage was 40% questions were first and second MBBS and 60% questions were third and final MBBS. But in next, what they have proposed, 10% question will be first and second MBBS. So your entire patho, micropharma, anat, physio, biochem, total 54 questions out of 540. And 90% questions will be third and final MBBS. So take home message, what should be your focus of study? Which subject you should focus upon if you want to clear next? अगर आपको नेक्स्ट का पेपर देना है तो आपको जोर किस पर डालना चाहिए, फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड पे या थर्ड एंड फाइनल पे? What should be your focus if you want to clear next, first or second MBBS or third and final MBBS? And I'm telling you, there is a MBBS third year syndrome. In third year, the student realize that I have not done first and second year properly. So many of the third year students, many students from AIIMS Bhubaneswar have already spoken to me. They said, sir, in third year, we want to revise third year plus first year plus second year. When I tell them that first year and second year is not going to come in the exam that much, then also they say, no, sir, we have to do basics. Yes, you have to do basics, but in an applied manner. Let me tell you, how will you read anatomy? Listen to me very carefully. The previous questions of anatomy in NEET were, the nerve supply of this muscle is suprascapular nerve, subscapular nerve to this. Now the question will be, a patient got an injury after which patient was traveling, he got an injury. After the injury, his knee bent like this, and which ligament is probably injured. Do you understand the difference between one-liner and clinical? Have you seen BD Chaurasia? Do you see a section called Applied Anatomy? Do you know there is a separate book for Applied Anatomy? AIIMS Delhi graduates, they read it. The name of the book is Keithel Moore. Have you seen Keithel Moore? Some of the KGMU Georgians also read that. I had my friends who were from KGMU and they have performed very well in the PG entrance. I don't know whether you are aware about Keithel Moore. Are you aware about Lippincott biochemistry? Or if you are aware about applied physiology? So they will not be a basic question, resting membrane potential of nerve is. It will be all clinical oriented paper. Just like USMLE, because USMLE is all clinical integration. That's why we are coming up with the integration concept. Now students don't read subjects. What they read is a system. how the students are reading neuromedicine. So just take a system called CNS, Central Nervous System. So in that central nervous system, they will not only read the disease in the neuromedicine, they will also read the relevant neuroanatomy. What are the tracts? They will also read the relevant neurophysiology. What are the neurotransmitters and the fibers? They will also read the relevant neuropathology, the CNS tumor section from the pathology. They will also read the relevant neuropharmacology. So what we are planning to teach at DAMS, we are going to bring an integrated curriculum in which we will not hold all pharmacology classes completely together. What we will plan is neuropharmacology along with the neuromedicine class, cardiopharmacology along with the cardiomedicine class, respiratory pharmacology along with the respiratory medicine class. And this is the pattern of teaching in AIMS Delhi from first MBBS itself, because they are teaching in a clinical integrated pattern, and this is the new MBBS pattern, horizontal and vertical integration. So you don't see it as a subject, you see it as a system. So please, when you are reading basic sciences, you read basic sciences, but connect it with the clinical subject. Connect it with the clinical subject. Finally, last 2 minutes about next, let me clarify about how you should go ahead with your preparation. So currently you are in third year MBBS. The subjects of third year MBBS you have to do in depth ENT, I, PSM. You try to revise the basic sciences and try to do final year subjects as well. You must do final year subjects in third year: medicine, surgery, OBGY, peds, orthopedics, plus skin anesthesia, radiology, and psychiatry. Whether you join classes or you don't join classes, whether you take an online class or you take a face-to-face class, I suggest all of you to finish this in 2021 to 2022 March, because in this 1 year you are supposed to finish your syllabus, because when you will enter in final year, you have to do your final year university studies plus revision of all subjects, because you are going to face your exam here. Why I'm telling you this? Previously student used to prepare like this. They used to do half of the syllabus in third year, half of the syllabus in final year, revision in internship, and give an exam here. But now you don't have internship here, so you will finish the syllabus by the end of third year so that you can revise in final year and give the exam here. Am I clear? This is the strategy for next. This is the strategy for next. Now I am opening the chat for everyone. And for those who want to ask any question, you can unmute yourself and speak. Don't hesitate. अगर आपको next के संबंधित कुछ भी पूछना है, anything, unmute yourself and you can speak. You can unmute yourself and speak. Yes. Please explain more once we fail in next one. अगर आप next one में fail हो गए तो आप कुछ भी नहीं कर सकते. You cannot start internship. Yes, so far Gaurav Arora INI-CET is separate from next. Yes, you have third year also university exams, but you have to prepare. Otherwise, when will you prepare? Any other question? Reattempt of next one. Yes, you can reattempt definitely, but after 1 year when you will reattempt, so your internship will also be delayed now. If you fail in next one, your internship is delayed. And if you pass in next one, but you are not happy with the score, you can reattempt to improvise your score next year. So next year you will be writing next one and next two both together at the end of internship. Yes, no. INI-CET to attempt INI-CET, you must be next qualified. Saurabh. To attempt INI-CET, you must be next qualified. If you are not next qualified, you cannot write INI-CET. Anybody having any other question? You have total 3 exams, next one, next two, and INI-CET, not 2 exams. Anybody having any other question? Yes, definitely. Integrated classes is the need of the hour, Sadhana, because we are going to teach as per next in the integrated batch. The integrated batch has been drafted just for the purpose of next. Final year practical exam and next two are different. Yes, definitely. Next two is at the end of internship, not at the end of final year. You should complete, Gaurav Arora, you cannot write INI CET before you clear next. Which center, Saurabh? You can upgrade from foundation to integrated regular. You can upgrade from foundation to integrated regular. Anybody having any other question? Anybody wants to speak anything? Yes, Ayush. Yes. Can we prepare for USMLE and next together? Anybody wants to hear about USMLE? Then I'll speak about USMLE separately. Anybody wants to hear about outside India residency options? How many options we have outside India? Post MBBS outside India options. 4 options. USMLE, PLAB, Australia, Germany. Which exam you would like to hear about? Only USMLE? Anybody interested to know about PLAB UK? USMLE, there are steps. Step 1, preclinical MCQ. Step 2, CK, CS, but now CS has been scrapped. CS has been scrapped. So you only have step 1 CS preclinical and step 2 CK. CK is clinical knowledge, CS is clinical skills. Then you get an ECFMG certification. Okay. And then you start working in US as a resident. And after when you are in US, you can write this. So what is the step 1 exam? 8 hours, 7 blocks, 308 questions, 44 questions per block. Can be taken in India. Passing marks. Nowadays, they have stopped giving score in step 1. Are you aware that in step 1, you don't get a score? But usually passing marks was this. Some student asked me, sir, what is the expenditure if I want to appear for USMLE? $1,030 US dollars. It needs 6 to 8 months of preparation. The major source of preparation all over India, the people are using the book called First Aid and UWorld, if you want to note it. We also have USMLE specific coaching. We also have USMLE specific mentorship in DAMS. If you wish, I can connect you with the USMLE mentor. She is Dr. Mala. She was head of Kaplan when Kaplan was there in India. Now she is heading the USMLE project in DAMS. If you want to hear about USMLE more than what I'm speaking, please note down this email ID, usmle@damdelhi.com. She is Dr. Mala Srinivasan, head of our USMLE project in DAMS. We have 200 students in USMLE program. Maximum are from AIMS Delhi, MAMC, SAID, GS, some from KGMU, some from AIMS Bhubaneswar. So we have around 200 to 300 students in USMLE program. So we also do that, matching thing, visa, N1 visa, H1 visa. There are so many things in USMLE. So step 1, the subjects are these: anatomy, physiology, immunology, biochemistry, pharmacology. So technically first and second MBBS subject, the odd man out are epidemiology and psychiatry. My subject is a part of step 1. I am also a USMLE teacher. I also teach for MLE. I myself cleared step 1 in my third MBBS. Actually, third MBBS is the best time to write step 1, because once you clear step 1, it is valid for 7 years. So we used to write step 1 in third MBBS, step 2 CK in internship, then CS after internship, and then we could cope up with the Indian medical graduates. So if any one of you is planning to write step 1, then the right time for you is 6th semester, 6th or 7th semester. I think you are in 6th or 7th semester of MBBS. Then clinical knowledge, CK exam, it is this 8 1 hours block, 45 questions each, 9-hour exam, 318 questions. So summary, one student asked me, sir, I am not from a well-to-do family. Can you tell me how much will be the approximate cost if I want to write MLE? 2 lakhs. Do I need to tell about PLAB also? Okay, some of you want to hear about PLAB. PLAB is Professional and Linguistic Assessment Board. It is to enter into UK. Again, two parts. Its written exam is very easy. 180 multiple choice question, no negative marking, 5 choices. But part 2 you have to give in UK. Okay. In India, part 1 is in 7 cities, 180 questions, 3 hours. You can give it up after the ending of your MBBS. And PLAB 2 you can only give there. Let us speak about Australia also, Australian Medical Council exam. So 2 parts, MCQ exam. But the good thing about MCQ exam in Australia is it does not have all subjects. Only 150 questions, only 6 subjects: medicine, surgery, gynae, pediatrics, psychiatry, population health. Germany, we have to pass a language test. Canada, I'm not speaking. Very few people go to Canada. Some PR issues are there. Any other questions? So I'm about to wind up this meeting. Anybody having any question? Anybody want to speak anything? Come on, unmute yourself and speak. I have given you the rights of unmuting. So if you want to speak anything.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, if we attempt the next one in the end of final MBBS,
yes,
and if we passed, and the time of after we also passed next two, but when we are when the rank is, how can we determine our rank using our next one? If in the coming when we pass internship only we can go to MDina. So in
yes,
that year another next will also happen, another next one.
Yes.
So how can we compare the grade if the exam I wrote was so difficult and the next exam is very easy, then the other people can get more rank?
Very good question. Excellent question. Let me clarify you, and you will be terrified further if I tell you the real story. You will write first next one in 2023 March. Suppose you get a score 300 out of 540. So you are clear next one, but you don't have a good rank, because rank you will not know, as you mentioned. Then you will do internship. In 2024 March, you will write next two and you will pass. So 2024 June, you attend counseling. In this counseling, the score of 300 will be valid. It gives you a seat of MS General Surgery, but you don't want surgery, you want medicine. So you plan to drop. When can you write next one next? 2025 March. Because already 2024 March next is gone. But the score of 2025 March will be valid for counseling in 2026. So if you get a poor score here, your 2 years are lost. Directly you will get an MD seat after 2 years. Do you get it? It is very terrifying, because the score obtained in 1 year shall be valid for the counseling in the next year. You cannot write the exam in the same year and use that score in the same year, because by the time you will be writing next again, your juniors will be writing after finishing final MBBS. It will be their first attempt. So their score will be compared with your score and you can apply for a counseling next year. So it is very, very risky to take a reattempt at next. That's why I recommend all of you to prepare well and get a seat in the first next. And let me tell you, if you fail in next, then there's no escape. You can't even do internship, anything. You can't even do practice. You can't even get a hostel, because you will no longer be a student of the college. So you are left on your own if you don't clear next one. And this is what happens with many of the foreign medical graduates. I don't know whether you're aware or not. The students who do MBBS from Russia, China, Ukraine, the passing percentage is close to 14%. 86% of the students fail in the first attempt. And what if you fail? मतलब 12th के बाद 4 साल पढ़े और अभी भी 12वीं पास ही हैं, MBBS भी नहीं बने. Next two, they will not fail you, Ayush, because next two is taken by the college. College will not fail you. They don't want to keep you as intern forever. Next two is based on your skills learned in internship, the clinical skills. We are even starting some workshops in DAMS to teach you those skills. because many medical graduates are not aware. Negative marking is not yet announced, Nikhil. The paper evaluation is not yet announced. I am only telling you what we know about next. I'm not telling you what we don't know about next. Somebody has asked me a query, USMLE. That's again a very catchy thing. You know, when I was in my MBBS, there were two type of students: Indian medical graduates, those who wanted to do post graduation in India, and those who wanted to do post graduation in US. So few of my friends who wanted to do post graduation in US, they stopped preparing for NEET PG. वो कहते हमने तो USMLE देना है, हम NEET की तैयारी ही नहीं करते. But now you cannot do this. If you want to prepare MLE, MLE is for what? Indian medical graduates. Indian medical graduates means what? MBBS degree. Will you get a degree in India if you are not next qualified? So what do you think? For appearing USMLE, what will be necessary? Okay, you appear USMLE without next, but can you go to US without your MBBS degree? What will you do there? Again an MBBS.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please.
मैं जानना चाहती हूँ कि सपोज एक स्टूडेंट मतलब जहाँ मैं मतलब एम्स में पीजी करने के लिए सर कौन सा एग्जाम को फेस करना पड़ता है?
INICET.
INICET.
हाँ जी.
कौन सा ईयर में?
आपके इंटर्नशिप खत्म होने के बाद.
ओके सर, ओके सर.
उसकी एलिजिबिलिटी है इंटर्नशिप खत्म होना चाहिए. अगर आपको नवंबर वाला INICET देना है तो आपकी इंटर्नशिप खत्म होनी चाहिए 31 दिसंबर तक. अगर आपको मई वाला INICET देना है तो आपकी इंटर्नशिप खत्म होनी चाहिए 30 जून तक.
Once again, please, sir.
If you want to appear for November INICET, your internship must get over by the same year 31st December. If you want to appear for June INICET, May INICET, then you have to finish internship by June.
Okay, okay.
That is why many medical graduates are not eligible in the first attempt for INICET because internship doesn't get over. उड़ीसा में मुझे याद है internship late finish होती थी, तो first attempt में उड़ीसा student never got a chance in INICET. Yes, please go ahead.
हाँ सर, उसमें क्या क्या क्राइटेरिया रखा जाता है एग्जाम सिलेक्शन के?
इंटर्नशिप फिनिश होनी चाहिए और आपका एंट्रेंस एग्जाम क्लियर होना चाहिए.
बाकी कैरियर मार्किंग
मतलब MBBS के परसेंटेज?
हाँ सर.
55% above.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank
above
you very
55%
much.
in MBBS.
Okay sir, thank you very much.
Okay.
Hello, sir. Hello.
हाँ जी, please बोलिए.
Sir, so next one is for the qualification for both MD and internship. And next two is for practicing.
Both the next is required for practicing. If you are not clear any of the two next, because next two you can only attempt once you clear next one, no? So
yes.
To practice, you have to get both next clear. But your MD seat will be based on the score of next one, because next two you don't have a score.
Okay, sir. So for doing internship also, we have to pass next one.
Yes. And if you don't pass it, you can't do internship.
Okay. So the sequence of next one and next two, next two is a practical exam. So it will be more better to keep next two in the first stage just after MBBS and next one after the internship. It will be more better.
But they have already decided. It is your suggestion, but they have already decided it. Actually, I told you what they want. They want students not to run for the pre-PG classes and bunk internship during internship. This is a common trend in India that students don't take internship seriously and prepare for pre-PG during internship. So that's the entire idea of keeping the exam early so that you don't skip internship. Otherwise, what I'm seeing over the last few years in India, the intern is reading books during internship and not focusing on the internship and ward work. So that is what was, a difficult situation for the professors. So that's why they have preponed the exam, probably.
Okay, sir.
If I block the PG seat, you cannot block a PG seat, Sadhna. I think you misinterpreted. The PG seat you will get after internship only. Central Institute, I am telling you, once you get MD into a Central Institute, I tell you, I'm not comparing any college with anyone, but if you compare MD in AIIMS Delhi, PG Chandigarh, then Nimhans, it is not at all, it is even better than the best clinics in US like Mayo Clinic or anywhere, because PG in India from Central Institute is far better than any other institutes. So I strongly recommend all of you should give a genuine try to Central Institutes, because as you are noticing, you all are MBBS from different colleges. Do you see any difference in academics because of the MBBS college? Did you ever feel कि MBBS college in which you are and compared to your colleague is, there's a difference in teaching and academics? Do you want to face the same thing in post graduation as well? चलो MBBS में थोड़ा बहुत फर्क हो गया तो इससे फर्क इतना नहीं पड़ेगा, बिकॉज MBBS के बाद आप प्रैक्टिस नहीं कर रहे. सपोज यू डू MD medicine from AIIMS and suppose you do MD medicine from a periphery college. Do you think you will be able to manage patients say with the same confidence? Do you think that the college of post graduation matter? Let me tell you one very clear thing. In India, the number of post graduation seats are very high, and there are a lot of colleges. And you are not studying to get a seat, you are studying to get a branch. If you want medicine and you take up pathology, it is even worse than staying as an MBBS, because I have seen people getting frustrated in the non-clinical, paraclinical branches, saying that I always wanted clinical. You know, almost every doctor wants a clinical branch. Do you want a clinical branch or paraclinical? If I ask you, most of you will say, we want clinical branch. So please take it seriously. So I'm closing my meeting in the next 5 minutes. Any remaining doubt, please ask. Yes, you can attempt INI CT after both next. Yes, you can reattempt next, Rohan. How much should we score to get medicine PG in AIIMS Delhi? Rank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rank 6 will not get. Medicine is a very huge subject. How we manage to complete it in third year? You have to. It is not an option. You have to. It is not a choice. No, you cannot practice as a general physician, Nikhil. It's not legal. Applied subjects, more scoring subjects in postgraduate. The most scoring is OBGY. OBGY. All right, so we have come to the end of this meeting. So just before I wind up, I'll share my number. Okay, in case any one of you has any doubts, please inbox me to this number. You can WhatsApp me. If you are not comfortable in WhatsApp, my email ID is sachinarora@damsdelhi.com. We have all types of courses available in all the centers, including Lucknow, including Bhubaneswar, including Kakinada. If any one of you wants to have any word about any courses, you are more than welcome. Yes, you can write next one again. Complete final year subject, of course, with books. Why without books, Saurabh? Okay, one last question before we wind up. Anybody wants to say anything? All right, so here we conclude the meeting for the day. Thank you so much. Wish you all the best. Okay, hope to see you soon in some of the class. You are more than welcome to reach out to me if you have any doubts. Thank you. Bye-bye.